Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.
Yo, what's good, guys? I don't have my stuff set. Listen, man, I had a bad evening, man. Shout out to my lady. She had somewhere to go today, so she left me here with the kids. So I'm also babysitting my own kids. My kids are in bed now, but we at the halftime already, so might as well just get into the halftime report. So after I do the halftime stuff, I'll tell you why my day was so bad, why my evening was so bad, and why I started the podcast so late. Why I'm starting it literally as soon as I came in the crib right now. So I'm starting it now. The Knicks podcast. You saw the intro. Shout out to Trav B. Ryan. Shout out to everybody in the chat that will come in as I'm late here. Mr. I'm Jarrell. He says celebrates 3 months of membership. Wow. Okay. Cool, man. Thank you. Thank you for being a member, man. Thank you for always supporting Jarrell, man. So we support each other, man. Freaking diehard brothers, like you say. We in this to win this. Shout out to Steph and her channel. Shout out to Tony Crow and his channel. Shout out to the MBK crew, everybody that's affiliated and all this other stuff here. Shout out to Mr. Holcomb. Shout out to Geraldine is here. And then that's all we need, man. So without further ado, let's get into this thing here. Your boy's not wearing a hat because I can't find it. Well, they're up there, actually. I'm bugging out. I am bugging out, man. So anyway, here we go. Let's get busy. Let's show the on the screen stuff here. Put myself on the other side. There you go. So we'll get Geraldine up out of here, and there you go. These are the quarter to quarter, man. So listen, I did not see the first half at all because of my shenanigans this evening. But the Knicks had 30 points in the first quarter, 26 in the second, 27 in the second, and 21 in the second for Toronto. So from what I see here, it seems like the Knicks were. It seemed like the first quarter might have been back and forth. The Knicks might have clutched it down towards the second half of that. That's what I'm assuming. And then in the second quarter is much more of that, but then the Knicks were able to pull away, much like they did the first quarter. But it just, since they did it again twice, now this is why this lead looks so big. And I'm excited, man, because I do not like to lose to these guys, man. I do not want to lose to Toronto Raptors at all. You know what I'm saying? They have like a swag to them, and the way they celebrated the other game too. I know my man Siakam had like 50 something points, 54 points, whatever. He had like an amazing game. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they did nothing that game to show, to show us that they were better than us or whatever, or they, all the showboating and just the swag stuff that they was doing out there. They had no business doing none of that stuff. And that shit rubbed me the wrong way. I feel like we shouldn't lose to them again. You know what I'm saying? For like, at least for the quote unquote Julius Randle, Tom Thibodeau era, we should not lose to these guys ever again. Excuse me, I got soda and stuff here going on here. So yeah, man, we should not lose to these guys again, man. Toronto Raptors, they have nothing for us, man. So shout out to Siakam, shout out to Fred VanVleet, and shout out to what's the name? OG. OG, like everybody keeps crying they want OG on the team. OG's not all that great either, you know what I'm saying? He's all right, he's good. Potential wise, he has the potential, But man, fuck those guys, man. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this game charts. Gotta drop this low. Drop this low while I'm looking at Monica McNutt in my corner of my eye. Game charts here. He goes to shot charts. All right, so I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be. So I mean, I'm looking at this. The Knicks have no shots in the paint really. They missed quite a few here. I see some X's here on the in the mid range. That's probably like Brunson or Julius doing their little turnarounds. All those shots at the rim must be Mitchell Robinson. So Mitchell Robinson must have been dominating today. Uh, I see a lot of 3-point shots here at the top on the right hand side. So I mean, it seems like the Knicks were doing a lot of drive and kick today. You know, maybe it's Toronto's defense keeping us out of the perimeter, defending the perimeter well. On the other side, the Knicks have been doing a good job of keeping the guys out the paint for the most part. I see a lot of X's in the paint, and that we're stopping them from kicking out in rhythm. So they didn't even attempt a lot of threes for a team that shoots the three well, I guess, right? So there's a lot of threes here that they miss. So quite a lot of missed shots here, 42 and 42. But Toronto shot 40% and Knicks shot 52%. So we'll see, man. I mean, I really, I'm just trying to play thing. And Nick's biggest lead was 17. Wow. So I guess Toronto was the one that came back on us, man. 17-point lead, man. I wish I would have saw that. So the lead is still up to 10. So I guess the Knicks were up and then Toronto started flaming on us. And then the Knicks do that, man. The Knicks stomp on guys and then they lose their bearings and then they let the other team come back. And then the Knicks, as soon as they get their bearings back, then they lock the team back down again. So that's what the Knicks do, man. That's our identity as a team. 31 rebounds today, but killing them in rebounds by 10. Assists are dead even. Steals and steals are 4-2. We're beating them in steals. 2-1. We're beating them in blocks. We have 7 turnovers, which is a no-no. For us at least. We should be the ones that have 4 turnovers. Shout out to Toronto with 4. 52, like I said, to 40 for the field goal percentages. Knicks are shooting 50% from 3, 25% from Toronto. In the free throw percentages, well, I'll see what's up with that. 42 to 76. We can't do that. Points in the paint. That's surprising. Toronto is killing us in points in the paint. So I got to see what's going on there. I don't know if that was fast break because I mean the shot chart that doesn't say it was fast break stuff, but these stats do because it says they dominated us in fast break points. So I guess the Knicks were messing up at one point, and then Toronto was trying to was basically taking advantage of our mistakes. So that's all the shots on the points in the paint and all the fast break points. Those are all interchange. Basically the same points according to how they were scoring. So I guess that's what happened. The Knicks were messing up, and Toronto was getting out on us on the break, taking advantage of that. Second chance points, the Knicks took care of that because they have no big men really. 14-2. Second chance points is right on point. So keys to the game for the Knicks, man. Points in the paint. We usually kick ass in points in the paint. So get rid of our turnovers and stuff like that. The mistakes, not necessarily turnovers, but missed shots or big mistakes that end up in Toronto, coming out in the fast break on us, man. So we just got to eliminate those mistakes. Those mistakes that we make is what makes teams come back at us, especially bum ass teams like Toronto, because the only thing they could do is capitalize on mistakes and try to run scrappy street ball style of basketball, running up the court and just getting shots up. That's how they play. You know what I'm saying? Then they can hit you they can get the threes and stuff too and start getting lucky on you. But the Knicks definitely got to stop that nonsense and stop bailing these guys out. Like I said, I didn't see the first half, man. So I'm all assuming, man. I'm salivating. I can't wait to watch this game, man. Oh my gosh. So box score. Let me see what's up with the box score. I guess we'll go with the Knicks first. Mitchell Robinson, okay, he only has 6 and 8. So 6 and 8 in 15 minutes is fantastic. He's doing his job tonight. You know what I'm saying? Outside of me not watching the game, if I see 3 for 5, 4 offensive, 4 defense, he got 8 rebounds, 15 minutes, and 6 points. He's doing his job. I see Hartenstein. Hartenstein didn't start. So like I said, this NBA.com shit is whack, man. They're gonna it's gonna snap in a second, and everything is gonna switch on me. But quickly still starting at a shooting guard right now. He has 2 points. Efficient though, when he's a shooting guard and when he's playing shooting guard with Jalen Brunson, he's not taking a lot of shots at that point. So it takes away from his microwave ability coming off the bench, but it does tame him, and keeps him in check. Brunson, he's the one taking the shots and dictating the offense as he should be. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. So him and Quickly are basically doing the same thing, except Brunson is doing the scoring tonight. Quentin Grimes is becoming Quentin Grimes right now. 4 for 6, 2 for 4 from the 3-point line. Like I said, 4 for 6 is good because that means that he's attacking the bucket. If he was 2 for 4, that means he has two extra baskets that were regular 2-point shots. So that means that he's actually doing something other than just shooting threes. The rest of the stats are not there, but I'm quite sure. There it goes. It just snapped. Quentin Grimes, I'm quite sure he's playing really good defense, really good team basketball. Turnovers only at 2, personal fouls 2. I guess he's playing good basketball. He has a -3, the only person on the team with a -3. So that's interesting also, if anybody can give me some context with that. Julius Randle is Julius Randle got 22 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. So 22 points. I want him to get 50. You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck Siakam and these Toronto Raptors, man. Let Julius Randle get 50, man. I want to win, but let him get 50, man. So Julius Randle could see that 50 mark, and it really could put things in perspective of how good this fucking guy is for us, man. Like I said, shout out to Mitchell Robinson. See Deuce is like, look at the stats for Deuce. Straight across the board zeros. You know what I'm saying? Hartenstein did his job. 2 points, 5 rebounds. He got a block and a steal. Block and a steal. He only played 8 minutes. 8 minutes for me. If you got 5 rebounds in 8 minutes, that's fine. You're doing your job. Fournier, another guy, just straight blanks all across the board. If he's not shooting a three, if he's not scoring, what is he doing for you? Jericho Sims, another guy, just blank across the board, but he only played 4 minutes. So it is what it is. It is what it is with those minutes, man. These three, I feel like guys like Miles McBride, Evan Fournier, and Jericho Sims are just dead players on a roster. So since I didn't get a chance to do my Zach Levine video because of life. So I guess I'll do some Zach Levine stuff in the second half once we get it popping here, and I'll talk about some Zach Levine stuff here. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this stuff. Let me see what these I was about to say sea suckers, Toronto Raptors. You got OG. OG has 6 points. Basically what he does there: 1 rebound, 1 assist, a couple steals there. Scotty Barnes is basically the same player, but not as good as a scorer yet. He's 0 for 3. Very very timid player. He'll get there. He has all the tools, but he's very timid at the moment. Uh, do I got the reverb on? It sounds like I got some kind of reverb on. So Siakam, 7.7 rebounds, 5 assists. He's a good player, man. If he was on the Knicks, I would be excited. But fuck him. Gary Trent is playing today. He got 11. Fred Van Fleet got 11. So both of those guys are basically the same player also. Someone who's on the bench here. You got Chris Broshier. He's healthy, playing out there. So they got a few players that I do like. I do like Precious Achiuwa. I like Chris Broshier, those two skinny guys. I really like Precious. Precious should be starting for them, but I mean, there's a lot of politics in Toronto right now. So if we could squeeze a guy like Precious off their roster and put him on our bench, I mean, that's exactly what we need. Somebody that, that can move around and guard all positions and still can be able to rebound, dunk, and post up and do everything you need him to do. So that's him there. So Malachi Flynn's a decent player there. He hasn't really broke out yet. He's probably going to be a career backup. Thaddeus Young is old now. So anyway, that's the end of that shit. Let's get into what happened to me tonight, man. I got fucking pulled over. Shit. So I was trying to get home quick. I wasn't speeding or nothing like that. I got pulled over because I had a busted headlight. My headlight it wasn't busted. The light went out. So I knew it went out this morning. So I was trying to do that today, but I wasn't able to do it. So when I got off work, I had to get home. So I was trying to get home. So it's dark. It's dark at 6 o'clock. So I got pulled over by the popos, man, by the coppers. So when they pulled me over, it was weird. I'm on freaking was it Empire? I'm on Empire. I get pulled over. The fucking guys they pulled me over, and then like they was all dramatic about it, and then they pulled me over, and then I'm standing on the side, and they made me wait. Now I'm waiting, like, oh my god, I got my window open, I got my IDs out, I got everything ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to wait for them to come to the car, so it took them forever. Then they finally came to the car. The whole thing, hey, you know why I stopped you? That type of stuff. So that I mean, they were all business. They were all business. So, but they weren't disrespectful, nothing like that. I told him, yeah, it's probably the headlight. I'm assuming it's the headlight. That's what I told him. And they said, yeah, your headlight is out. And then he said, yeah, man, you got it. And then they said, then same shit. They asked me a couple questions, and then asked me where I was coming from, that type of stuff. So they asked me for license registration, did that shit. I could not find the registration. So that was annoying. It took me a few minutes to get that. So they were patient with me. I got the stuff. I gave it to them. But then once I gave it to them, they made me wait again. Damn, son. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, man. So they made me wait again. So, but the long story short is they They saw my IDs with an S, and they gave me a pass. But they just like be careful and go, the whole thing. Go to. I tell them, yeah, man, I'm on my way now to AutoZone to get the thing now. So on the way home, I decided to go to AutoZone to get the lights, because they also brought it to my attention that I had the wrong light, because I got a white light for my turn signal. I should have been changed that, but it is white, so I had to change it to orange, man. So I went to AutoZone, bought my lights. I changed the orange thing that was working fine, and then I tried to change the headlight, and then I dropped the freaking headlight in the damn wheel well. Fuck, man. So I got a headlight in my wheel well right now. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta have to go to the mechanic so they can see if they can get it out, because I don't feel like pulling out the head that thing. And in order to get to the headlight too, I got to take the battery out too. So it's like, oh my god, it's too much. So I couldn't do that till tonight, because I was trying to shove my arm in the freaking thing and try to do it freehand, but I couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it. So I'm gonna take it to the mechanic tomorrow to see if they can fix it for me. So anyway, that was a nightmare. So they ended up being late coming home and stuff. I had to tell my wife the story. She's looking at me and I'm like, oh my God, I'm telling you what happened, man. So yeah, man. So my wife is out hanging out with her girlfriend and stuff. They doing the girlfriend thing, whatever that is, man. So I'm here with the kids. The kids are being good. I can hear them in the other room talking to each other. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but they're being good and stuff. So that was my story for the evening, man. Let me make the score a little bit bigger. Yeah, man. You gotta stay on top of things, man. You can't allow things to get crazy, because like your car will let you know if your light is about to go out. Let's say, like, if your alarm is not turning on, like if you try to turn your alarm on, it's not turning on, it's delaying. So that means there's something wrong with your light. If your high beams keep popping off, you got to turn them off. That means the light is going out. You know what I'm saying? Your car tells you that. I knew that, but I just let it go out, and then I got myself in trouble tonight. Well, I just thank God that, because I mean, there's a lot of police activity in Brooklyn for some reason, like the last week or so. So something's definitely happening, man. Every time, like around 6 o'clock, there's always a lot of police action. In the morning, there's a lot of police posted up different places. You see them moving around more than normal. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff going on in Brooklyn. So if you're in Brooklyn, New York City in general, man, just stay safe. If you're out there in the streets, wherever you are, just be careful driving around out there, man, because they be looking for people. And if you happen to be that person, they look like the person, because that's what I'm assuming what happened. They were looking for somebody, and that's why they had me waiting, running my plates and that type of thing. So the Knicks are back in action here, 11 to 25, 24, excuse me, 11 minutes and 24 seconds. I'm sorry. As number 33 pulls up and knocks down the shot. Let me get my that's Gary Trent Jr. there. I remember Gary Trent. Gary Trent was a big dude, man. Undersized, power forward, but he was big. Big strong guy. Let's get the second screen on. Let's give me the fourth screen on out here, which is the handheld device. Let me get this thing down a little bit here. Showing too much at the top. Everybody needs to see my big gut. Let's get busy, man. Yeah, man. So it's 57 to 49 right now. Toronto Raptors doing their thing, moving the ball out. You see Gary Trent and Fred VanVleet. They're trying to do the two-man game, get back in with the perimeter game with the Knicks. Knicks just need to run their offense, not be cute. He just called a pick for Mitchell Robinson, but Jalen Brunson is in the shenanigans there to cause fouls out there. So that's the right thing. Brunson is a smart point guard. He sees Gary Trent trying to do something out there. These guys are trying to come back on the perimeter. So the right form of action is to attack those guys too. So Brunson was able to squeeze a foul out of Gary Trent Jr. just now. So that was excellent. So there goes Mitchell Robinson. Same thing. Gets out there and fakes the screen. And now here goes Brunson doing his thing. Brunson was able to get all the way to the basket, but no good. Mitchell Robinson tipped it in before the end of the half. You saw Mitchell Robinson try to reverse dunk something. It's little things like that that annoys me about Mitchell Robinson, man. Sometimes you need to just secure it, secure the rebound, and then just lay it up. You know what I'm saying? Being cute with those like athletic tips and athletic behind the back stuff, man. He needs to stop it. He's young. He wants to have fun and stuff like that. But you know, just play the simple. What are you, fucking Cindy Lauper? You know what I'm saying? Girls just want to have fun. Like you're playing basketball. It's professional sports. They're not playing in the Rucker. And they're not playing in some amateur league there. Shout out to OG. OG received the ball there. Instead of just going straight up to dunk it right away, he held himself and controlled it and was able to lay it up. See, watch the interior pass here. OG gets it. He pumps it, takes the contact, and then goes up with the layup. If it was Mitchell Robinson would have just went straight up, and then he would have flailed his arms and hitting all that stuff, and then he wouldn't have made the shot. You know what I'm saying? If he was heavily defended like that. So it's the little things like that that irk me really bad. That's why I do not like Mitch Robinson. It's those little things. But I'm saying it's like so easy to fix. So if he ever was to lock down or clean up those little issues, then you would hear me yelling and screaming about the guy. But he's just not there yet. So 59-51, Toronto's on a little run here. The Knicks are having trouble trying to get offense. Julius Randle got all the way to the rim, but a little too strong off the back of the backboard there. Here goes Gary Trent in transition. That's what gets the Knicks in trouble. We make mistakes, missing shots like that, forcing shots and blowing layups and that type of thing. And then Toronto comes down on a fast break and then hits a shot. So I assume that happened a lot in the first half. It's not nothing that Toronto's so good. Look how good they are. No, it's just that the Knicks Blues simple opportunities, and then Toronto just comes down on a fast break and just knocks it down. So it is what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So let me see what's up with the chat. I know I was saying what up to these guys here. I just saw my name in the chat. I think Almighty Finesse just put my name in the chat. So I got to see what you guys are talking about. My government name. Who else is here? We got Kareem. Shout out to Kareem. I just told Kareem about this stuff too. I texted him on Instagram to let him know the shenanigans. Looking like Irv Gotti. I look like Irv Gotti? Jesus Christ. I look like every light-skinned motherfucker that ever existed? What the hell? What do you say? I look like Cypher Sounds. Now I look like Irv Gotti. What's next? Like once I start losing weight, who's the next person? You can say, oh, you look like Derek Jeter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's murder. Yeah. You guys, man. I tell you. There go Kenny Payne. What's good, man? Best place is Carmelo, Julius Randle. Yeah, man, I'll take it. I wasn't a Carmelo fan either. Carmelo Anthony, for as great as Carmelo Anthony was as a scorer, he just wasn't a really good team basketball player, especially towards the end of his career with the Knicks. He was just like the one man show. Listen, I'm trying to get a sip of this thing. Let me get this up. I maintain that Phil Jackson was the right idea, but Phil Jackson should have been the coach. If Phil Jackson came on as a coach, maybe coach and GM, if he did that, then maybe things would have made sense because then you have the person that wants to run the triangle. He could talk to Melo and explain to him what he wanted him to do. You know what I'm saying? That he could have been able to do really see what's going on the court, and not be lazy. Because I think Phil Jackson came in here thinking that he could just be the Zen master and make everybody do what he wants to do without any communication, and it didn't work well. You know what I'm saying? So I think if Phil Jackson came in and really implemented that triangle and really tried to get guys the way, operating the way that he wanted them to operate, as long as making moves accordingly to make the team better, I think that might have been a better situation. But I mean, anyway, that's like old stuff. Melo needs to be Melo, and you really need the triangle, or you really need like people to be in certain spots for them, not for Melo, because Melo's going to score regardless. So you need the other guys to be organized in that system in order for Melo to really take advantage of his skill set. Because the triangle required a post player. Melo could post all day. It also could take perimeter players, one-on-one players, two-man game stuff. That's all Melo. So Melo should have dominated it in that system, but it just didn't work out. So anyway, you got Gideon here, my man Gideon. Everybody coming up in here. I see Almighty Finesse. Wow, that's good. IQ looking. Knicks can't buy a bucket right now. Our offense is kind of floundering here. Good defense by Toronto. They're able to slap a steal there. And here we go on the fast break thing, and they're coming in and make an easy layup. So it's just nothing but mistakes by the Knicks, man. If we're not getting the ball stolen, we're blowing like layups because we can't score. And Toronto is getting the rebound and running down on us every single time and scoring. We're not getting stops on the transition. So here goes Brunson. Knicks are trying to figure things out. Julius coming all the way to the basket, dunks it with two hands. Now that's how you stop a run. You know what I'm saying? Just like a point guard, you stop a run like that. Get to the basket and emphatically make sure you get that bucket. No cute shit with the layups. Don't leave it for chance. Make sure that ball goes into the bucket. So big ups to Julius there for knocking that dunk in there. Prove a point. That's like kind of like a statement dunk there to let the team know it's good. So here goes Gary Trent there. Pull up 3-point shot. Manly quickly still was in his face, but Gary Trent still makes it. But Gary Trent had three shots there in that same spot. So he's like shooting stuff right in his like happy place there. He goes the Knicks. The Knicks are just playing hot potato at the top of the key. Toronto is playing good defense, man. They moving on their feet, playing decent. I guess pseudo man defense there. Who shot that? Was that quickly? I didn't see who shot that, but it was a 3-point shot. It was Quentin Grimes. I'm sorry, that was Quentin Grimes. So that's good to see. He goes very Van Vliet, very similar to Brunson. Nice little up and under move there as he drove there, kind of like a Euro step, kind of a little bit. Very good move by Fred Van Vliet. Very savvy. He goes Brunson all the way inside. Does basically the same thing. Wasn't able to finish there. He short armed it. He goes Siakam, who's listed as a center. He is not a center. He's a small forward. Siakam will be a small forward in like if it was like 10 years ago, Siakam would be a small forward. You know? Ooh, I love it. Look at Siakam behind the back there. What do they call? I guess they call it a double dribble. Once he spun it around, I think he double dribbled it. These referees don't know what the hell they call him. Let me see what's going on here with this chat here, because I know I saw my official name up on this thing here. Randall said I took that personal. Got Mike K. What's good, Mike K? I'm Jerome. He said it was on Dose Bowl talk last night. I said Randall will try to kill tonight because Siakam getting 50 in the Guardian. Yeah, absolutely. You can see Julius Randle is close to it at the first half. He had 22 points in that first half. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to you guys. Did they want proof of insurance? No, I think they just running my place. They didn't really explain why they had me waiting that long, man. But I'm not gonna ask her. Yeah, man, why the fuck you got me waiting so long? You know what I'm saying? Too old for that shit. Too old to be getting beat up in the middle of Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but they didn't really say why they held me, but it was because of the headlight. That's why they stopped me. But they had me waiting for a long time, man. So it's nerve wracking, man. It's a little bit nerve wracking when they got you waiting. Especially too, because like I said, when the police stop you, man, my advice, man, just roll the window down. You know what I'm saying? Get your IDs out as quickly as you can get it. Don't be digging around like you arrogant. Being arrogant is what gets people fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You can get fucked up anyway. But what I'm saying, I always keep the window open. Like I throw my credentials in the window. You know what I'm saying? Take my IDs out, put everything on the dashboard, wallet on the dashboard, everything. So when they come into the car, they see everything on the dashboard. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have to think. I forgot my registration. Though. That's the only thing. So if I was on point, I would have had the registration ready too. But everything was on the dashboard. I was chilling. I know how to deal with police officers and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But they just had me waiting for a long time. I just didn't get it. I didn't understand that. Yeah, so Mighty Finesse is dropping the government there. It's like no surprise what my name is. My name is all over my email. My name is all over the YouTube channel. My name is all over the fucking Instagram account. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a surprise that my name is there because Almighty Finesse keeps putting my name in the freaking chat like that's supposed to do something. I'm not hiding from the feds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Also, my government is all over the audio podcast too. I never took it off the audio podcast. Yeah, so right now, Die Hard Knicks podcast, you can just Google it and you're gonna see my name too. So it's not nothing. It's not nothing so spectacular there. Reg is in the window. That's what you tell him. Yeah. Not for nothing. The card's registered. So yeah, so it's in the window. So I don't need to take out the registrations on the fucking window. But you do that shit, man. Motherfuckers, that's they gonna tell you to get out the car and shit. I've been through that shit already. Like I said, I'm too old for that shit, so I can't be dealing with police like that. Now, especially I'm working out, my legs are sore, so I can't have them out there yoking me up and like, wait, my back, my calves are sore. Can't be doing that, man. Yeah, so I had a bad evening. Yeah, I had some bad luck. Shout out to Trav, man. Yo, Travis is the author, producer, creator, the rapper, performer of the Die Hard Knicks intro song, man. Thank God he blessed me with that, man. Like I tell the story a couple times when he gave me that. Well, let's cheer for him real quick. It's like the claps to come out. But yeah, man. He blessed me with that. He asked me if I needed a thing. I said he said he would do it. I said, oh shit, hell yeah, man. I'll fucking appreciate the fuck out of that shit. Yeah, man. So he got a kidney of mine's on layaway if he needs one. You know what I'm saying? Even though my kidneys might not be the best, You know what I'm saying? But I definitely owe Trav B, a big favor, man. So we'll see what that entails as time goes on, man. But yeah, that song was dope. I heard that song like 1,000 times, man. Like 1 billion times I might have heard that song. Trying to make that video. I did the best I could with it. You know what I'm saying? But I got it right now as my intro and outro, so you guys can enjoy the song. But eventually I'm probably gonna cut it at a certain point for the intro. Excuse me, I'm belching. Lord have mercy. I might cut the song, halfway, maybe three-quarters way for the intro, and then have like the back end of the song as the outro. Yeah, man. All courtesy of Travi Ryan. Definitely appreciate that, man. Dope artist. Just Google him, Trav B Ryan. That's my man on the screen. Just Google his name, Trav B Ryan. You can look him up on Spotify. He got music on Spotify. He got music all over YouTube. You can see videos of him everywhere. He's been mentioned a lot of different places. So go down that rabbit hole, man. Very creative artist. You know what I'm saying? He does Marvel stuff. He does horoscope stuff. The ladies are loving the horoscope stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? But he has a lot of Marvel related raps and stuff. Full-fledged songs, is really, really dope stuff, man. I really enjoy Trav's music, man. So I actually listen to that stuff, man. He has some stuff on YouTube that he put out. He has one that I told him that is the Silver Surfer song. He has like a Silver Surfer. He has a song where he's rapping as Silver Surfer, as if he was Silver Surfer. That's a dope series because he did a bunch of other characters as well. But man, Travis is a dope artist, man. I'm very blessed to, to you know, I don't know, just say all that stuff, man. I'm just very blessed to just be in this mix, man. To be in a position to know somebody so talented. That's incredible to me. Yeah, man. When am I getting that light fix? Tomorrow. I got to get it done tomorrow. But I got to work, man. So hopefully that I survive in the morning. I don't want to get stopped on the way to work because, like I said, there's a lot of police presence in Brooklyn for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to get pulled over in the morning, so I'm probably gonna have my high beams on, just so I can have my lights on, But they'll pull me over for high beams. I got pulled over for having my high beams on once. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. So anyway, I'll try to survive, and hopefully, sometime in the afternoon tomorrow, I'll be able to get to a mechanic so they could pull that freaking light out of the wheel well, and install that light for me. I could do it myself, man, but I just don't have time. I don't have time to do that. I gotta take, like I said, I gotta take the whole fucking battery out to put the light in on that side, man. So yeah, man, it is what it is. So let's get back to the game here. Home CEO. Yeah, let's get back to the game here. Yeah, Gary Trent Jr. He was a beast. He was a big dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure Gary Trent Jr. must have got his ass whipped, you know, pretty bad, man. Those hands were huge. I could imagine him getting the spanking with those big old hands. Yeah, man. 72 to 68. I like to see the Knicks up, man, but on the screen I see 72 to 70. And so Julius Randle's working really hard there. Wow, nice little floater, left-handed floater goes right in, almost like a freaking like he's playing pool or something like that, man. So that was nice. So right now, Julius Randle is rocking really hard right now. Julius Randle, he only has 24 points at the moment. So he only scored. That's his first basket of the second half there. So 22 in the first half, 2 points so far in the second half. Excuse me, he has 25. He has 25 now after his free throws here. Yeah, man. So I definitely want to win this game. Quentin Grimes is doing a really good job. 16 points right now. Once we get Julius back, I like to see how that changes. Here goes the Zach Levine stuff. So I didn't get a chance to get my bars off for Zach Levine. You guys know that I want to make a trade. I want to get a trade to get a fourth guy here. So listen, there's a lot of sentimental stuff here. With the IQ and the Obi Toppin. Right now, it is absolutely proven that we do not need certain players. Like right now, our RJ's not playing. Do we miss RJ? Yeah, we miss him. But can we function without him? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we could. We obviously could function without RJ Barrett. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there want to see RJ Barrett come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it doesn't make sense because the Knicks aren't good enough to for him to come off the bench, right? But at the same time, like if you get that extra player, like a Zach Levine, if you get Zach Levine right now, because just look at the game, we got Quentin Grimes there. Quentin Grimes is good. You know what I'm saying? But if we got Zach Levine there to be the starting two guard, what does that do for our team, man? How good does that make our team? If RJ comes in there healthy, maybe RJ could start. But I would even like to say put Grimes with Zach Levine. You know what I'm saying? Probably RJ because RJ's the better rebounder. He's a little bit bigger, that type of thing. So whatever it works, right? But anyway, coming off the bench, like you would have Grimes still. You just have to work it out. But once you get a guy like Zach Levine, then you have to like start to comb the free agent wire to see who's available to upgrade the talent there. Deuce is nice with the defense and stuff, but he's situational. Jericho's situational. Hartenstein is decent. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of situational guys coming off the bench. Fournier is useless right now. Fournier will probably be gone in that Zach Levine trade. So I mean, it's no spoiler. It'll be Rose. It would be Fournier. It most likely will be Obi and quickly. And then you're talking about draft picks at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a fair trade. You have to give to get. Is Zach Levine that good? He was at one point. He was like getting 27 points per game. Right now he's having an off season, but he's still getting 20 points per game. You know what I'm saying? He has bad knees, yes. That's absolutely true. He can't I can't even tell you how many games he's played in the season. He doesn't really play a lot of games during the season. But at the same time, he needs extra people out there. So if he comes to the Knicks, he'll have three other guys that can score a lot. So anyway that you put it in the mix, I just think is a really good idea for the Knicks. For to get Zach Levine. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good look. You got Brunson, Zach Levine, and Julius Randle. Those are your guys. You're gonna need a defender to be that third guy. But we'll just have to figure that out. Figure that out with the roster. For me, it would be nice to let Cam Reddish start with that group. Let have Julius, Cam Reddish, Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Brunson, and Zach Levine, and then off the bench you got RJ, you got Quentin Grimes. You know what I'm saying? You got to find. I think you would need to find a veteran point guard. Maybe try to finally steal Patrick Beverly from the Lakers, maybe because the Lakers suck. Steal Patrick Beverly from the Lakers somehow. Then you have like a real leader, a feisty defender out there to, legit defender, leader and stuff like that. Off the bench with Grimes and stuff like that. But chemistry issues, man. Does it is going to screw up the chemistry. So one thing I never see anybody talking about out there is how we can combat that chemistry. So just using it as an example, when the Detroit Pistons won the championship, right? Everybody keeps talking about that because that's a team that's very similar to our own team that they didn't really have a star. They had some good players, but they didn't have a star, a true superstar. You know what I'm saying? They just had good players, really, really good players. Knicks are in the same boat here, right? So before they got Rasheed Wallace, they got Rasheed Wallace at the trade deadline. They had Jerry Stackhouse and they had a couple other guys. So they traded for Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace got traded to Atlanta, and somehow they allowed him to get traded a week later to Detroit. I don't understand what that is. I think the Knicks. I think the NBA did some fuckery there just to get Rasheed Wallace on the Pistons. But they traded Stackhouse, who was basically one of the leading scorers in the NBA, traded him to Atlanta, and various other pieces, and they were able to get Rasheed Wallace. And then, if I'm not mistaken, they won the championship that year. You know, so it's going to take a little while for the guys to get assimilated to each other. But the time that it takes for guys to get it together, it'll be the playoffs. So by the time they get to the playoffs, there's not a lot of what do you call scouting on teams and stuff like that. So if the Knicks can get themselves together by the time the playoffs hit, the Knicks will probably take the league by storm. At least that would be my hope. You know what I'm saying? And then say like right now, the Knicks are looking for offense. You got Julius and Brunson. It's just those two guys right now. Quentin Grimes is not creating his own shot right now. Deuce McBride is not creating his own shot. And then a lot of people already know they don't like Hartenstein. So Hartenstein is not really he's not a starter. He's not like a true, full blown starter where you can give him the ball and let him get offense. You know what I'm saying? He's not one of those guys. He's a role player. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you have on the court right now. If they had the extra guy that could score, you know how much easy that is for the Knicks, man. Just moving the ball around, having that other guy that could get a bucket. He can get a bucket. Zach Levine is not like, oh, you don't know that he can get a bucket. The motherfucker could score, man. Zach Levine could score. Is he gonna get pounded where to the point where he's gonna get injury trouble and stuff like that because he's overdoing it? No, because he'll have four other guys out there doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are a read and react offense. The Knicks do a good job of moving the ball around, but the ball stops moving because you got Deuce out there. You got other guys that just are not looking at the basket. So get another scorer in there, and I just think that that would all of a sudden open the Knicks up, and it will be tougher to guard. We might lose a little bit of defense, maybe, but I think in general, like we're trading away Fournier, we're trading away Deuce, two guys that are not not Deuce, Fournier and Rose, two guys that nobody wants in the rotation. Fournier's only in the rotation now because guys are hurt. So nobody wants to see Rose play, nobody wants to see Fournier play. So those two guys are in the trade right now. Obi Toppin hasn't played. We have not missed Obi Toppin, bro. You know what I'm saying? We have literally not missed Obi Toppin. So Obi Toppin's in the trade. Quickly is the only one that hurts still, but Quickly and Zach LaVine, who's better? You can't say Quickly is better than Zach LaVine. It's like no way that you could say that. No way you could say that and be real with that. Is Quickly a good defender? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But once you get that guy, once you get another player here, that can actually put 20 on the board every single night, then you have Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes can play that defense. You know what I'm saying? If Quentin Grimes can go into that role. If you're talking about having an extra friend, the Deuce McBride is still on the roster. So we have guys on the roster that's still taking up the place for these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a good shot because like I'm trying to say we're not going to be able to get a superstar player. People keep saying, "Oh, the Knicks need a superstar," man. It's like to me that's like the dumbest shit to say because what superstar, mother effer? What superstar? What superstar are we getting? You have to say who. You can't say, "Oh, the Knicks need to get a super. Knicks need to trade for a superstar. Oh, we need to save our chips to get a superstar." Oh, I'm not going to trade a lot of stuff unless we get a superstar. Who? It was supposed to be Donovan Mitchell, but how many times are we going to say that? It was supposed to be Donovan Mitchell. How many times were we supposed to say that? Every single time? Every single time we have that conversation, every single time you watch a podcast, now we got to keep talking about Donovan Mitchell. That happened already. Donovan Mitchell happened already. You know what I'm saying? So we have to move on. The only other player that's dangling that might be tampering and stuff like that is Devin Booker because of his relationship with Leon Rose. But I mean, we will have to wait for Devin Booker. Could we wait for Devin Booker? Yeah, we could wait for him. Wait for him for the offseason and see what Phoenix does. Maybe even by the trade deadline, Devin Booker might be the one to go. We'll see. We just don't know what's going to happen yet. But Devin Booker makes a shitload of money too. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, Devin Booker is always fucking hurt. He's hurt right now, or he was hurt. He didn't play the last game against the Knicks. So that dude is always hurt. So Zach LaVine is always hurt, and Devin Booker is always hurt. So what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's my little rant by the Knicks. While I'm talking, nothing has changed with the score. As you can see, 79-74. Not much points has been added to the score because I started talking when the Knicks were like 73-70. And right now it's only 79-74. So not much has changed in the action of the game. But that's my 2 cents with Zach LaVine, man. Like right now, I just want to stop playing around. The word development, I hate when people say development. We're not developing. We're not developing anymore. We're playing right now. It is not fair to Julius. It's not fair to Brunson for us to have a squad out here and we're talking about developing other players. It's crazy. It's not. It's just not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair for the guys. Brunson is ready to play now. Developing nothing. He might get better, yes, but he's good enough to play now. So it's a detriment to him to not add to the team to make the team better with him on it right now. You know, we have to get better somehow. Like I said, Zach LaVine might not be the answer, and it's not saying, oh, we need to get Zach LaVine. I love Zach LaVine. It's not the case. I just want my team to get better. Adding a guy that scored 27 points once before in this NBA is a good look to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these championship teams, like Ray Allen, was a big time scorer in the NBA. He just came off of playing extremely well in Seattle, and then he goes to Miami and comes off the bench and wins championships. You know, so that's what it is. Fournier, excuse me, Zach LaVine, quote unquote, might not have ever done anything. Ray Allen hasn't done anything either in his career, except have a good career. Zach LaVine had a good career up until this point too. Block and foul. That's bullshit, man. I guess Deuce was moving. He might have stuck his leg out a little bit. There goes Mitchell Robinson limping again. I freaking hate it when guys do that. People get hurt all the time. They get hit all the time. But But Mitchell Robinson's out there acting like people are stabbing him and shooting him. It's ridiculous. Yeah, man. And so I'm very excited about the squad, man. I feel like we're wasting our time not trying to help these guys out. Like I said, Mitchell Robinson deserves to have another guy out there, to play with. You know what I'm saying? When he's fighting for his life, he gets the rebound and he's looking for somebody to save him. You know what I'm saying? He has Deuce McBride to pass to. You know what I'm saying? He has guys that don't want to shoot it to pass to. So imagine if Mitchell Robinson gets the rebound, he turns around and sees Zach LaVine in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Or if he sees Julius, Zach LaVine, RJ, and Brunson out there. That's crazy. It's a lot of options. So let that ball move, get the best shot you can get, and I'll live with it. I'll live with it. At least we know we got four guys on the squad that's gonna be looking at the rim. You know, four guys on the squad that could take it to the basket and do something. They could score. You know. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, man. So I see some paragraphs here. So we'll get to the paragraphs after my little rant. You see. So we'll start here. So I'll leave that on the screen while I get some basketball. Here goes IQ. IQ is driving there. So IQ drives. Yeah, I know it's zero point 0.4 seconds on the clock though. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really use that as an example. But IQ, you can't tell if he's gonna make a play or not. You know? You can't tell if what he's gonna do. You can't tell if he's gonna stop back or whatever. His players don't know what he's doing. You know? He's very erratic. Zach LaVine is the same way though, to tell you the truth. You know? Can IQ be that starting two for us? He probably could. So everything that I say about Zach LaVine, maybe IQ could be that guy. Maybe the best thing is for us to stay with the way that we're playing right now. If RJ comes back, maybe RJ should come off the bench. Just for balance purposes. Like I said, I brought that up on Dope Soul for balance purposes. Maybe IQ needs to continue to start. Have RJ come off the bench. RJ's still going to get 30 plus minutes though. We still need him to get 30 plus minutes. But coming off the bench, that's what he'll be doing. You know what I'm saying? There's quite a few really good players in the league that come off the bench. You know, you can still get your money playing off the bench. Shout out to Lamar Odom, came off the bench for a championship Lakers team. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's about the team. You got to make that sacrifice for the team. You're still gonna get yours. So what's the big deal? So what do you want Zach LaVine for? He's overrated. So I mean, you gotta explain that. That's an open ended comment. Like is Zach LaVine is overrated. Why is he overrated? Tell me if you thought that Ray Allen was overrated. I'm using Ray Allen as an example because I just mentioned him just now, talking about Miami Heat. He was on Seattle, didn't win nothing. He was on the Bucks, didn't win nothing, right? Get knocked out of the playoffs and all this other stuff. First round, second round, not really advancing. And then he goes to the Miami Heat. Excuse me, no, he goes to Boston, wins a championship with them, playing with other big time players. Finally wins the championship. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe Zach LaVine going to the Knicks, playing with big time Julius, playing with big time Brunson, and also RJ out there. Maybe that's something. Maybe that's a good look for him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that gets him a championship if he comes to the Knicks and just our four guys out there. Maybe that's good enough to get us a championship. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Ray Allen going to Miami. He won the championship there finally. He didn't win nothing nowhere else. Where he won in Boston. But I'm saying he goes to Miami, wins another championship, playing in a bench role. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like these star players, they typically, they have great careers, but they don't really start doing anything until the later end of their career. When they're just coming off of being go-to guys, and then they fall into that role, and they let somebody else be the go-to guy. Now they're ultimate role players now at that point. Super skilled role players. So that's something to think about as time goes on too. Yeah, but I mean, you need to explain why he's overrated. Here you go. We need a wing defender. So you got to identify the wing defender that's out there. Because identify the wing defender without saying OG, without saying OG on Toronto, identify a wing defender that you want the Knicks to get without saying OG. Because everybody said, yo, we need to get a wing defender that can shoot and defend. You know what I'm saying. So I mean, so bring up the player that you think we can get, without saying OG. Because I agree with you. I could agree with you. Because like I said, I'm not a fan of Zach LaVine like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh wow, he's so good, he's a good scorer, he's gonna bring over here, he's gonna bring us a chance. I didn't say that. I'm just talking about as a team and how we can get better. But if you're talking about a wing defender, that can shoot and defend, please tell me who the fuck that is, without saying OG. What's good, Myth? Knicks need a small forward that's two-way. See, look at what I'm saying. At least 6'8". Don't have to be a superstar. We'll take an all-star. But listen, you got to identify that player. Who is that player? You know what I'm saying? Right now, this is a league where everybody wants a wing. You know what I'm saying? So what wing is available? You got to give me a name. And then look, as I'm saying it, the next comment, we should trade for OG. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody keeps saying, I don't want to start yelling, but everybody keeps saying, give me a young wing that can shoot, defend, and this, that, and the other. And then they always say fucking OG Anunoby. They always say OG. And like I said, I might have finished. Like I said, I'm trying to start yelling, but then people think they're so smart when they say that. But it's like the logical thing to say. My thing is, who else is out there besides OG? You know what I'm saying? Because Toronto's not going to say, "Hey, just take OG." You guys the fans keep asking for him, so just take him. You know what I'm saying? In order to get OG, we're gonna have to trade for the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So who are you gonna trade Toronto to get OG? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're just gonna give them a draft pick, a second round pick, and maybe we'll give them Mikhailic, Steve Mikhailic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll get him and Ryan Archinato and 2 first-round draft picks, for OG. They'll take that. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to trade something to get something. Would you trade quickly and Obi to Toronto? You know what I'm saying? Would you do anything like that? Trade any of those type of guys to Toronto to get OG? Because that's what it's gonna take. Because Obi Toppin hasn't done shit in this league. You know what I'm saying? So he can't go 1-for-1 with Obi. I mean with OG. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to add IQ to that mix, or somebody. You're gonna have to add somebody to the fucking mix. Fournier. Nobody wants Fournier. So you can't say, oh, just trade Fournier and 2 draft picks. It's not gonna fucking work, man. It's not gonna work. So you have to make it make sense. If you could say OG all you want, but you have to say, how the fuck is he gonna get here? How are you trading for OG? Everybody keeps saying OG. How are you gonna trade for OG? Explain it. And now shout out to the motherfucker. I think his name was Ranrock. That was on freaking MBK the Queen's Court here. Watch the replay. They're showing the replay. I don't know if you guys saw it already, but watch Mitchell Robinson. Block dunk by Hartenstein, got a block dunk. And look, Mitchell Robinson just goes in there and just forces a dunk when he could have easily just laid it up. You want to know why? Because Mitchell Robinson can't make a fucking layup, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Everybody thinks they know what the fuck they're talking about, but nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Mitchell Robinson cannot make a fucking layup. He shoots 70-something% from the field, right, out there. But how's a dude that shoots that high a percentage can't make a layup? He gets the rebound and tries to dunk it. He didn't try to dunk it. He just went up there and just threw it like forcefully, just tried to get it up there to God, please give me a foul. All he had to do was lay it up. He's big enough to lay it up. That's all he had to do. But he's not capable of making a simple child layup. Okay. So, excuse my tone, man. But I mean, like, give me an example without using OG Anunoby. That's all I got to say. So Ray Allen's not overrated. Why is Ray Allen not overrated? Why? Because he's a 3-point the league's 3-point shooting leader. He's a big 3-point shooter and that type of thing. Ray Allen rings bells. But a lot of people that say Ray Allen, oh nah, man, he's not overrated. They don't even remember his Milwaukee Bucks career. His Milwaukee Bucks career, the motherfucker was like, he was like I'm trying to think of somebody that's right now. He was like Dwayne Wade with the Bucks. He was like Dwayne Wade with a jump shot with the Bucks, and that's no cap. You know what I'm saying? Ray Allen was nice with the Bucks, man. He was literally like freaking Dwayne Wade. He could run the point, he could shoot, and he was banging on you. You know what I'm trying to say? He played with Big Dog Robinson. He played with Vin Baker. He played with Vin Baker, he played. I forget he's another power forward he played with too. That aside from Vin Baker, but that was basically the crew there over there in the Bucks. You know, you want to talk about overrated? They didn't win nothing over there. They had good teams over there and they couldn't win. You know, so why is Ray Allen not overrated? You know, he didn't win nothing. What's the criteria for being overrated? You know, Zach Levine did whatever he has done in his career. Has he won? No. You know, my question to you: has Ray Allen won? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how somebody that could average like 20, 25, 23, 27, or whatever his points are, and could be considered overrated. You know what I'm saying? Look at the winning records, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Look at the teammates that he's played with or whatever else you want to say. There's a lot of different things. Jared Vanderbilt is a bum. Jared Vanderbilt doesn't even shoot the three like that. You know what I'm saying? He's another guy that's afraid to look at the basket. You know, we don't need guys like that. We have guys like that already. We have guys like Jared Vanderbilt. You know, Jared Vanderbilt is not doing anything for is it Utah? He's playing for Utah now. He's not doing nothing for Utah like that. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever the hell he's playing at right now. Anyway, if the Knicks could get Levine, and it don't work out, it would be a great trade piece. Yeah, that's something to look at too. But the flip side to that, getting Zach Levine is going to destroy our cap because the dude makes $37 million. Let's get there. You know what I'm saying? Without calling him overrated and all the other bullshit stories that the guys want to talk about. Let's get there. Okay, Zach Levine makes $37 million. Okay, that's the problem. Now I can back off. Now I can't say nothing because you're right about that. If we get Zach Levine and he gets here and he gets one of his knee injuries and he can't play, now we're screwed. We got this guy that's making the oldest money and he's not contributing to the basket to the game. So that's a big issue. That is the only real issue. You know, saying that he's overrated and all this stuff is not true. That's overrated. You know, that opinion is overrated. You know, the fact that he makes too much money and is injury prone, and you know that's a valid point. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time too, if we get Zach Levine here, he's a talent that we could probably get somebody else, not something better or just something that works better maybe for us. You know, he'll be a piece that we can still move. Zach Levine can still be moved. You know what I'm saying? For another player, because all these players out there, they're making 40, $50 million as time goes on. You know, so Zach Levine, his contract could be thrown into a trade, you know, along with the other assets that we have to get the player that we want. Imagine if we were able to secure Zach Levine with the packages that we could put out there. You know, then if it came down to get that actual superstar that everybody keeps talking about, now you could add the young players with Zach Levine to get that superstar. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do before if you didn't have Zach Levine. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Not, oh, he's overrated. Oh, what's he gonna do for you? How he's doing that? He don't play defense. That's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. That's not a freaking conversation. That's not a conversation. Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is another guy. Jaden McDaniels is not going to be moved by his club. You know, their clubs are keeping him. Brandon Ingram is another player that player that's good. But I mean, the Pelicans are a winning team. Why would the Pelicans trade away Brandon Ingram for who? Who are we trading for Brandon Ingrams? They, you mean a team like the Pelicans are going to say, here, yeah, give me IQ and give me Obi for Brandon Ingram, and that don't make no damn sense. You know, I seriously doubt that the Pelicans will want to trade Brandon Ingram. Would they trade Brandon Ingram for RJ Barrett? That's a whole different conversation. Would they trade him for RJ Barrett? That I think they would do. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to satisfy Zach, Zion and stuff like that, because they already got Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy is playing excellent there as they're starting three. Since Brandon Ingram's been out. You know, so they technically really don't need Brandon Ingram. So they can fool around if they want to trade Brandon Ingram and bring RJ and bring some other pieces there to make their team better. You know, but they're not just gonna ask for RJ and Fournier. Or maybe RJ and Fournier might actually be a good trade for friggin' Brandon Ingram, to tell you the truth. Throw a couple draft picks in there, that might actually be a good trade. But they're not going to trade nothing. They're not going to take nothing for Brandon Ingram. We're going to have to give up something. You know what I'm saying? Would I do that? Yes. You know, that I would do, yes. But we're talking about trading Obi and IQ with Fournier and what do you call and Dirk Rose with 2 draft picks, whatever, for Zach Levine. That's not really a big deal. That same trade, I would trade that for Brandon Ingram too. Well, like I said, why would the Pelicans do that? Being a winning club, why would they do that? The Bulls would do that because it gives them an opportunity to build with Obi and IQ with their young guys. You know what I'm saying? The Pelicans are not on it like that. The Pelicans are actually are thinking a little bit higher because they're one of the better teams in the West right now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, getting RJ and maybe getting a couple extra pieces for the bench and that type of thing. That's something that they probably would do to try to get better this season. But it would have to be significant, because Brandon Ingram is a significant player. Trey Murphy's another guy. Why would listen, Almighty Finesse, you're a funny dude. Why would they trade Trey Murphy? Here go Herbert Jones. Why would the fuck would they trade Herbert Jones? Why would they trade Herbert Jones? Why would they trade Trey Murphy? Why would they trade Herbert Jones? They're fucking winning with those players. Why would they trade their winning players to the Knicks? For what? For our bench guys? It doesn't make any fucking sense, man. Look at this shit. Sims, IQ, OB, and 3 firsts for OG. What is that really gonna do for us there? Is OG there yet? I get it. Listen, I would do that trade to tell you the truth. 3 first round picks, man. Like, that shit is crazy to me. I don't know. Harris. Who's the Harris? I'm trying to think who the Harris is. Trade for Harris. Who's Harris? I'm trying to figure out Harris. So I'm missing the game here. It's 89 to 82. So it's 9 minutes and 21 seconds, man. I'm gonna get busy with the. I just wanted to get my bars off with the Zach LaVine trade stuff. So listen, there are players there, but like I said, the players that you mentioned, I need to know who Harris is, though. I can't really get it in my head who Harris is right now. I'm drawing a blank. But I mean, like the same name. Ojinobi is the only player that people keep mentioning. Jaden McDaniels. Why would that team trade Jaden McDaniels? Jared Vanderbilt is not him. He's not really a small forward. He's a power forward. He really can't shoot it like that. What is he doing for us? Trey Murphy is playing on a winning basketball club. Why would they trade Herbert Jones is playing on a good basketball team. Why would good basketball teams trade their players away? To get our players, to get our scraps. Why? It doesn't make any sense. It just pulls up and knocks down a 3. Yeah, man. 9 minutes left, man. So I'm gonna get back into the game in a second. I gotta figure out who Harris is. I'm like totally went a blank. I am 5 minutes behind. Oh my god! Please don't tell me that. So let me see if I can catch back up. Start the stream back up. Yeah, but look, Jared Vanderbilt, man. What is Jared Vanderbilt's stats right now, man? So you're gonna do this to me, bro? What is Jared Vanderbilt done? Jared Vanderbilt basketball reference. Come on, man. Jared Vanderbilt basketball reference. Let's look him up. He's a handsome motherfucker. I like him. I wanted to draft him when he came out of college, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just look at his stats. What is he doing right now? 3-point percentages. Look at the 3-point percentages. It's 35% from 3-point range. But look at the attempts. He don't attempt threes at all. He doesn't shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? What else is he bringing for us? 8 points per game, 8 rebounds. That's what he is. He's a power forward. There's not really a power forward. He doesn't block shots. You know what I'm saying? So what is he doing for you? He doesn't shoot well from the field. Well, he shoots 57% from the field, but he's a power forward. He's not a small forward. Is he a good player? Yes. But is he somebody that we already have? Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't get it. If we were looking to rebuild and stuff like that, trying to get a guy like Vanderbilt would be decent. But trading for Vanderbilt number one doesn't really have is like making like peanuts right at the moment. If I said yo the Knicks traded for Jared Vanderbilt, you would be like, why? You wouldn't be like, yes, we got Vanderbilt. No, you wouldn't. You would be like, why? Why? That's what you would be like. Why? You wouldn't be like, yes. You would be, why? Why? That's what you would do. You wildin', right? But Zach LaVine is overrated, right? But Jared, you wouldn't want Jared Vanderbilt on your team? You wildin'. You wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Jared Vanderbilt. Give me Jared Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? Said nobody. Except his mother, maybe. I just need to know who Harris is, though. Oh, Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris. Okay. Like if you say Tobias Harris to the average Knicks fan, they would probably like laugh you into a grave. You know what I'm saying? If you say it to me, I say that's a good idea. But Tobias Harris, what's the difference between him and Zach Levine? It's just getting that fourth guy in here that can score 20 points. OG Anunoby is one of those guys. For that fourth guy that could potentially get you 15 to 20 points a game. You know what I'm saying? So we need that extra player because we don't have a star. We need that extra guy that could give us buckets sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Him being in Phoenix is a disservice to him. Not Phoenix, Philly. Him being in Philly is a disservice for Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? So Philly actually will actually benefit by getting by trading Tobias Harris and getting role players there. To upgrade their role players. Because they have a lot of good role players there, but they don't really have decent role players. You know what I'm trying to say? Tobias Harris, they already have him with that dude that has that Asian name. I can't get him right now because I'm not looking at the names there, but they already have players that could fit what Tobias does, on that roster. They need something else there. So trading for Tobias and maybe getting some defenders over there, maybe that might be something that they would do. But Tobias Harris makes a lot of bread. And what's it gonna take to get a Tobias Harris? That's another thing too. So I like Tobias Harris. He's from Long Island too. You know what I'm saying? I know if he came here, he would be really excited about being here. You want to talk about doubling down? He'll help with the interior play. He's a go-to guy. He can create his own shot. You know what I'm saying? He'll definitely have to come off the bench though. Either him or RJ is gonna have to come off the bench if he was to get on the squad. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way, that is not a bad thing. That is a great thing. You know. So I'm all for getting Tobias Harris, but like I said, trade wise and stuff like that, we just have to find the right trade for Tobias. Because salary wise, we're gonna have to give up something. But I think trading for Tobias Harris, we might not have to give up the draft pick. So that's interesting. Tobias Harris is probably somebody that we should look at. You know what I'm saying? Just to improve the squad a little bit. Yeah, like I said, he has size. He's not really a defender. He's tough though. Tobias Harris is really tough. Tobias Harris can shoot. He can score. You know what I'm saying? If we get injuries, we can give him the ball, and like I said, he'll get us 20. He can get us 20 a night. If he needed to do that for us. So like I said, man, I'm just going off here. I'm going off. So don't take it too personal. But we at the 6 minute and 30 minutes mark here. We don't know what teams could trade for. Look for Knicks missing out on Halliburton. You're right about that, Myth. Yeah, Myth. Me and you are closer on the same wavelength when it comes to this conversation and stuff. You know, yeah. Tobias Harris. I got to catch up with this thing here. I'm like really behind. I got like 38 pieces of chat here. So I see you guys talking about Harris here. So Tobias has height over Zach Levine. Not really height, is he has size over him. Because Zach Levine is pretty tall. I think Zach Levine. They had Zach Levine listed at like 6'7" at one point, but I think he might be closer to. I don't know how tall he is. I mean, that's I'm losing my stream here. Let me see. Dula Levine. We hit the 5 minute mark. Knicks are up. Knicks are kicking ass, man. So Knicks are taking care of business. Like I said, I am doing the watching. This is a watch along, official watch along. But I am talking about Zach Levine, man. The Zach Levine, the trade. Not trading. Not talking about Zach Levine per se, but talking about getting this team better. How can we get the team better as we are whipping Toronto's ass? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, our answer, like I said, at the same time, our answers could literally be on our roster. Our answers literally could be on our roster. We literally could not just do anything and just tweak what we're doing out there, get healthy, and that might be enough. The front office might say that. The front office might be like, you know what, we're just not going to do anything. We're going to let our guys get healthy, and we're going to ride this out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they're going to do. So the trades, even though we're talking about them, we're wasting our time. I'm getting hype about it, and stuff like that. But it's really for nothing probably because I bet you Leon Rose don't do anything. Now the offseason is a different story. We'll have to see about that. But Zach Levine's listed at 6'5". But early in his career, I feel like they were listing him like high, like 6'7" and stuff like that. But now they got him at 6'5". So he is bigger. I think let's see what Tobias is. Well, before we do that, let me just look at what he did for his career. Going into the playoffs and seeing if he made the playoffs and stuff like that is a whole different. It just adds texture to the argument. But just look at his stats, man. The guy went for the last few years. He averaged last few years he averaged 24 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Basically 4.7, 4.5, 24 points per game, 83% from the free throw line. Excellent finisher at 52% from the two, 39% from three during his stretch. So we're talking about several years here where he's actually was playing at a high level, man. 25 points per game. That's high level basketball there. You can't pretend that. You know, you can't pretend somebody's playing this good. That's one, two, three, four, 5 seasons of him playing at this level. And this year he's actually having an off year, shooting 45%, 37% from the three, 51% from the 2 point range. That's actually an off year for him. Yeah, man. Toronto basically is out of it right now unless they start going on runs. But right now that we're definitely holding them down right now. Yeah, so Zach Levine is not overrated. His shooting. If he was overrated, then his shooting percentages wouldn't be so good. You know what I'm saying? Is he erratic sometimes? Does he take bad shots? Yes, but I mean, but he's efficient. He's an official good NBA scorer in this league. But let's look at Tobias Harris as to compare there. Tobias Harris is definitely a small forward, power forward. So it's definitely two different looks out there. 6'8", 226. He's basically Julius Randle. He's basically slightly smaller than Julius. He goes Julius fighting on the inside there. Yeah, Julius needs to learn how to pull up. As soon as he get it, pull up instead of crashing himself to the basket. He's super strong though, man. What a fucking specimen Julius Randle is, man. Super strong. He's a bully, man. Big time bully. Look. He drives in there, fighting for the inside, gets all the way to the bucket. Look at him fighting. He's gonna get the ball back again, right? As soon as he gets it, he should have shot it, but he instead just crashes in. But he did get the foul though. But you see Tobias Harris, 6'8", 226. Like I said, let's check out his stats. Like we already know Zach Levine's salary as well. But look at his stats. His stats are not doesn't really jump out at you. But listen, man, this is a really good NBA player. He can get 14, 17 points, 14, 16. He had a couple 20s in there. So he's gonna get you between 15, 14, basically his career average. He's gonna get you 16 points per game. 16 points per game, maybe more. That's valuable, man. He great percentages all across the board. Shoots the ball well from the field at 2 point percentage. Great free throw percentage. Gets a couple 90s some years. 37% from three. Always in the 30s, mid 30s, 38, 36, 39. Really good 3 point shooter. So Tobias Harris is a good player. This is somebody that we can get. Like I said, Zach Levine, we already know that he's given us 37, right? 37 mil and up. I think Zach Levine's salary goes up into the 50s after a while, man, which is incredible. Like I said, that should be the conversation finisher right there when we're talking about Zach Levine's salary. But we can't even get there because people want to say that Zach Levine's overrated. That shit is crazy to me. That's why I get so animated because oh, he's overrated. How is he overrated? It's ridiculous. So I mean we're on the internet here, so I can't really find his salary. The fuck is the salary? Got game highs, shooting percentage. So many weird fucking advanced stats and stuff. Yeah, so I can't find his salary there because it's the internet. Let me see if it's here somewhere. Got transactions. Here we go. This is salaries. This is salaries that he made. So this is actual salary. So listen, he's making the same amount of money as Zach Levine. So we're talking about 37 million, 37, $39 million, man. So, trading for Tobias Harris, is going to require a lot of salary. We're going to have to trade Rose. We're going to trade Fournier. That's all of a GP. That gets us close, but then we still have to add other players. So, it'll essentially be the same trade. Would you trade Obi Toppin and quickly, for Tobias Harris? I think people will want to punch you in your face if you did that. $37 million for a guy that's going to get you 16 points per game. 16 points for his career. You're gonna pay $37 million for that. That's a lot, man. You know. So I mean, that's a lot to throw into the mix there. That's a lot of bread, man. $37 million for Tobias Harris. Shit, that's kind of a bad contract. He's decent. He gets hurt too. He gets hurt a lot too. So $37 million for Tobias Harris. I think that's basically a no go there. You know, what do you guys think about that? Somebody said survey usually comes in here and gets some great questions and stuff. Great intuitive questions. Fournier, how would I grade Fournier tonight? He had 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. When he does that in 12 minutes, that's fine. You're talking about 12 minutes. Knicks can't get the ball in bounds, man. So is it a 5-second violation or they call timeout? They call timeout. So Brunson couldn't get the ball in bounds just now. I'm at the 3:10 mark in this game. So let's I think we're done with this for a second. So we were talking about Tobias Harris there. So I mean Fournier, like I said, Fournier could come in there, for all the trades and stuff like that. We need a 3-point shooter, 3-and-D guy. Fournier could literally be the 3-point shooter at least. He's not a 3-and-D guy, but at least he should be able to contribute, to the game, for us, in a big way. You know what I'm saying? But he just is not that guy anymore, I don't think. But if he's playing 12 minutes tonight and he gets 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, excuse me, he usually gets 3 rebounds, 2 assists in a full 30-minute game. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is there. If he's not contributing on the offense, then what are we looking at? Yeah, so right now Fournier is just like a fluff, a filler in a trade. He can contribute, to another team, you know, as a role player, 3-point shooter coming off the bench. He can go on another team and resurrect his career, get his career back on track if he goes to a different squad. You know what I'm saying? But on the Knicks right now, I just think he's done. For the way that we play, I don't think Fournier fits with the way we play. We play a smash mouth basketball style, and Fournier just doesn't fit that mix, man. So he's between a rock and a hard place. Let me refresh this here. Yeah, he's literally in between a rock and a hard place. They still got me at the 3:10 mark, man. I know the Knicks called a timeout. They finally got the ball in bounds. So Julius almost throws the ball away, and he does. He beams it at Brunson. So here goes Toronto taking advantage of our mistakes as Van Fleet just shoots a three after Knicks caused a turnover there. So the Knicks are still up, man. Knicks are up by 10. We got 3 minutes left, man. Knicks have to close, man. This Toronto Raptor team is poised to take advantage of every mistake that we make. We'll be in trouble if that keeps happening. Quickly was more concerned with pushing Van Fleet than making a shot there. And Brunson comes in and he has to put it up. So like I said, in these, wow, look at Van Fleet. Van Fleet just pulls up for three. He misses that. And Siakam gets the rebound and lays it right back up. So here we go. The Knicks can't score. Shit. Knicks are down. Knicks are up by 8. It's getting crazy right now. They're giving us the full court press. So this is the issue here. If we had a Zach LaVine right now instead of IQ, right now we're talking about trading IQ off the squad. So if IQ wasn't on the squad and we had Zach LaVine, we wouldn't be going through this right now. Because Zach LaVine could handle the ball. Look at Brunson. Brunson gets to the basket being heavily guarded and able to score. But like I said, in this situation, if we had Zach LaVine, I think we would be better off. Look at Van Fleet. So Toronto's doing a good job here. They're stopping the ball here. They're gonna get the ball back. But they're down by 10. They're down by 10 with plenty of time left on this clock there. They're showing a replay for Brunson. So Brunson making that little layup in right at the rim. Excellent, man. We are blessed to have a guy this good, Brunson, man. We're blessed to have a guy like that at point. Like I'm saying, we got a squad right now. We got Grimes, who's good. We got Quickly, who's good, and who else is out there? We got Mitchell Robinson and Julius out there, right? So all these players are good, but when it comes to situations like this, IQ is afraid to get the ball. He can't hold on to it. His handle's not that great. Grimes it can't get the ball in bounds. You know what I'm saying? He's like he can't dribble under pressure, stuff like that. So you get Zach LaVine in here that upgrades the talent level a big time, especially in these type of situations. Talking about we can't score with Zach LaVine on the squad, we'll be able to score. Look, the Knicks can't even get the ball in bounds, man. It's crazy. So now they got a full press on the Knicks. Look, a point guard quickly as a point guard, and he can't get the ball up. It's crazy. So now Julius is dribbling around. Julius is going to try to kill the time right now. Look, Julius is yelling at IQ, telling IQ to get out the fucking way. That just tells you the IQ, the IQ of IQ. Now IQ gets fouled and he just throws it up at the rim. Now what's going on? He's more complaining about, yo, that was the foul. What happened to the foul? That's a foul. That's a foul. But meanwhile, that was a bad shot, man. It's a bad possession. What about the possession? It's just a bad possession. Like I said, you upgrade the talent level out there. Now you have a Zach Levine out there. Zach Levine is not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on the level of Zach Levine is not going to do what Quickly just did just now. So it's not about, oh my God, you didn't call the foul there. You know what I'm saying? Now look at exactly Fred VanVleet is going to get some free throws here. So I mean, we need to upgrade the talent, man. IQ complaint, putting up a bad shot. They're begging for the referees to give him a foul on a 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? After he just chucks it up there and then gets upset that he didn't get the foul. That's not gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it out there. You know, it doesn't have to be like I said, it doesn't have to be Zach Levine. It could be OG. I get upset because that's everybody keeps saying OG like they're so smart, Almighty Finesse. You know what I'm saying? Duh, OG. There's not many other players in the NBA that we could trade for that fits that criteria. You know what I'm saying? OG's the first one. OG's on top of the list there. So, oh man, I do not need to have a bad night tonight. I already have one. A couple things happened tonight that they didn't work out in my favor. After 6 p.m. for Christ's sake. So I mean, it's a minute and 29 seconds. Can't get the ball inside inbounds. Now here goes Quickly. A simple press and Quickly can't beat the press. He can't see out of his right eye because Brunson was standing there wide open, nobody guarding him. But he chose to like shove it down Julius's mouth. So here goes Brunson. Brunson doing a lot of sweeping, dribbling. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Look, we have nobody to pass it to, nobody to create. Now here goes Julius. Got to launch it up there. Hits the front of the rim. I don't know. I don't know why Mitch Robinson came out. I don't know why Hartenstein's in the game. I just don't understand. Here we go. Fred VanVleet doing his Brunson impression. He gets to the basket, kicks it out to Siakam for 3. Siakam knocks that down. Look at this shit. 49 seconds left. Here we go. Knicks can't get the ball in bounds. Look at this. Knicks can't get the ball in bounds. Wow. So what did they call? They called a timeout? Man, Knicks can't get the ball in bounds, fam. So now we're in the danger zone. The Knicks are only up by 4. We're in the danger zone. The Knicks are down, but Toronto has the momentum. So I mean, like I said, like the writing is on the wall here. IQ is not a good player in situations like this. In situations like this, we need big time players. Siakam, Van Fleet. These guys are not afraid. Of course, they won a championship and stuff like that. They have their season a little bit, but these guys are more prepared here. Doing the full court press. We don't have anybody. We have Brunson and we got IQ. We got Grimes. We got Julius. We should not be having a problem breaking presses. But a guy that people say that he could be the point guard, he should be the point guard, and he can't dribble. He can't beat the press. He can't see out his right eye. He can't make a spin move to spin out or spin out of the double team. You know what I'm saying? He can't split the double team as a point guard. Those are not good signs there, man. Those are not good signs there. It's not a good sign of somebody that, oh man, we got to keep IQ. He plays good defense. Shit. He plays good defense, but can't break a press. Yeah. So here we go. The Knicks gonna have to get the ball in bounds again, right? Is the Knicks got the ball? Who's gonna inbound this ball? I see Brunson coming down here, so Brunson's gonna inbound. Brunson's killing time here for the far squad. Here he goes there. About to get the ball in bounds. Here he comes here. Knicks trying to. So they brought Deuce out there to bring the extra ball handler. How embarrassing is that? Knicks can't get the ball in. Julius Randle has to box a guy out to get the ball in bounds. Good defense by Toronto. I'll give him that, man. Good coached team by Toronto with my man Nick Nurse there. They went out there, put all their good defenders out there, and the Knicks can't get the ball in bounds, man. And how embarrassing is that they have to take guys out, put extra point guards out there, because the Knicks are having that bad of a problem to get the ball moving. That is embarrassing. We already had 2 point guards on the floor and Grimes, so we had to make a timeout to take Hartenstein out to put another point guard in because we can't get the ball out. And look at Julius missing free throws. Oh my God! Wow, man. So we're behind. I'm behind. I'm behind. So I'm looking at the thing here. It says this is behind as well. So there's 42 seconds at least left on the clock. The Knicks have 108 as Julius makes his next free throw, and then Toronto's gonna come down shoot a three. They're gonna shoot it right away too. He goes on. Wow, man! Gary Trent just pulls up for three. What in the fuck? Look at that. Look at that. Gary Trent is a good player. He can get you 15 to 20. We know Siakam can get you a lot of points. We know Fred VanVleet can get you a lot of points. Scotty Barnes is a good mobile defender, right? OG can get you 15 to 20 points as well. So look at their squad. This is their elite squad on their court right now. Look at our elite squad. We're talking about IQ and deuces on the court right now with Grimes scared to look at the basket. It's only Brunson and Julius. Look at them. They're all hugging each other like a pug and a pit bull. Like a pug, like a fucking pug and a pit bull there underneath the court there. Look at this. After Julius Brunson scores, fight for that basket, man. Look at the two dogs there. Those are the only two dogs we have on the court there. Little scrappy dude right here, and the big fucking what do you call? I'm saying pit bull, but I'm looking for a Rottweiler. Yeah, Julius is a fucking Rottweiler, fighting for the rebound. Brunson makes it, so we got 11 to 106. 11 to 106. They called a timeout, so I'm at the beginning of the timeout. You guys are probably closer to the end of the timeout now. So I said it's 111 to 106. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't say it anymore. I can't say it anymore. The signs are right in front of you, right? Like, literally, we cannot get the ball in bounds, guys. We cannot buy a bucket. It's just Julius and Brunson scoring right now. IQ is a point guard and he can't dribble. And why does Hartenstein have tight black underwears on? He has tighty whitey black underwears on right now. He just mooned this just now. Like I don't know as a basketball player how you could wear tidy whities like that. Regular underwear, black. He's just wearing black regular underwear. It's crazy to me. You know, I haven't wore regular underwear in so long. I had my wife had bought me a pair of not my wife, my freaking I think my mom or something like that bought me a pair of underwear. I threw it in there, in my drawer just in case. So anyway, I didn't do laundry for a while. So only underwear I had was those tidy whitey kind of things. You know what I'm saying? How embarrassing it's just a weird feeling to me. It's just a very, very feminine feeling that you have when you have on regular underwear. I haven't worn regular underwear in my I haven't worn regular underwear since I was like my kid's age, man. Since I was wearing underoos. It's crazy. Anyway, Gary Trent Jr. is inbounding the ball here. You guys were probably ahead. Fran Van Fleet kicks it out to Gary Trent. He's in his zone there, able to get all the way to the basket. Look at this. That's a guy that could create his own shot. Now we got look at Deuce. You got Deuce. You got Brunson. Almost got a strip. Almost got a strip. They called a foul there. Almost got a strip. Wow, that was almost a strip. So listen, man, the Knicks can't dribble. We got all those point guards out there, and we can't dribble. It's unreal. Look at OG. OG's he slapped it, but he fouled him, man. Come on, man. You can't slap a guy across his body like that and not be a foul, and then complain about it, saying that you want to review it. So I guess they are going to review it if that's what's happening right now. But I mean, you can't come across a guy's chest, slap him across his chest, and then hit the ball and talk about no, it's clean. It's crazy, man. Well, I mean, they're gonna review it, man. So look at this. I just don't agree with that. He slapped him across his thing there. So I mean, it's incidental contact there. So you can't give it to the defender in this situation. He does reach in and slap it out of bounds. But what call are they looking for? It's still gonna be the Knicks ball. I just don't get it. Maybe not a foul. Maybe they're looking to say maybe it's not a foul. So I get that. But man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, so I'm watching you guys, man. I'm watching what you guys are saying here. See, Cam Johnson was mentioned. That's another player. That's somebody that I mentioned too. But people will get mad at me. So, why would Phoenix trade Cam Johnson? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. But why do some narratives work for certain players and some narratives don't? Right? So Cam Reddish is I mean, not Cam Reddish. Cam Johnson is untouchable in Phoenix. You know? I don't know. I would assume so because they're in dangerous territory, probably resetting that roster over there. So they probably gonna want to build around, not build around, but keep Cam Reddish for the. It's gonna be Cam Johnson for the second for the rebuild there. Yeah, I'm watching you guys here. Yeah, so this is interesting, man. The Knicks are only up by 3 right now. It's a one possession game, so I really need to know what. So they're leaving the call on the floor there. It is a foul. So I mean, I think that's a good call there because he came across his body. There was contact there. It wasn't enough to take away the foul. They have to call the foul on the floor. They have to do that. You know. Ah, yeah, yeah. So here we go. Excuse me, Jalen Brunson's at the free throw line. He has to make his free throws. It goes without saying. Like I said, you guys are probably ahead of me, definitely. Brunson is at the line on my clock. It goes without saying that he needs to make his free throws. First free throw is up, he makes it. Ah, yeah, yeah. So we're up by 4. It's a two possession game, but 13 seconds left. No lead is safe here. So I'm looking at spoiler alert. Um, this 13 seconds goes to 3 seconds. So nobody scored during that thing. So the Knicks win. Spoiler alert: the Knicks win. So listen, I don't need to see this shit. I don't need to freaking get aggravated. So I'm literally not gonna look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally not gonna look at it because it's not worth it. I just clicked off the stream. Knicks won. That's all I need to know. 12, 112 to 108. I don't need to see the end of that fucking game because the Knicks shouldn't have never been in there. Like I said, it goes without saying that the Knicks need help out there. People say we need a wing. You know what I'm saying? We do. If we need somebody that can shoot the three and play defense, yeah, we can need that. But obviously, we need somebody that can ball handle too. We need somebody that we can get the ball that can do something with the ball. IQ as a point guard can't break a press. He's only being guarded by 2 people. You mean to tell me that that's enough for him to not make good decisions with the ball, bringing the ball up? It's crazy. He's looking this way and he can't see Jalen Brunson on his right hand side, wide open. It's crazy. So I mean, there's a lot of changes that we need on Knicks to get better. Is IQ? What does IQ? What purpose is IQ set for us? IQ, is he a shooting guard? Because right now he's our starting shooting guard. Is IQ going to be a shooting guard for us? What I'm saying. Is that what we want? He doesn't make good decisions. We cannot rely on him to be able to do something when the game is on the line. Everything with him is erratic. Everything with him is like super turbocharged and stuff like that. Nothing about what IQ brings to the game is something that's like clear. You know what I'm saying? Zach Levine, whether you want to say he's overrated or not, Zach Levine averaged 25 points per game for the last 5 years. Fuck. He averaged 25 points for the last 5 years. IQ hasn't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? He's not clean enough to do that. You have to be consistent. You don't score 25 points per game with great percentages in his league by accident. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that IQ is better than Zach Levine. It's just weird. It's weird. Watching that fourth quarter, watching us almost blow another game. I don't know what else there's gonna be to say that we need somebody else here. I personally think it's Zach Levine because of he's a guard, a starting shooting guard. For as good as we think Grimes is good. Grimes is a role player. We need another guy. We need another guy that can create his own shot and that can take the blunt of the offense. If Julius don't got it, if Brunson don't got it, or if they do got it, and then they have Zach Levine there that could take advantage also, that's great for us. If we get Zach Levine, I want to bench RJ. Not because I hate RJ, because it just makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring that defender to be that three. Let it be Quentin Grimes. Even though Quentin Grimes might be undersized and stuff like that, he fits the bill well. If he has Zach Levine there, then you need a ball mover, a 3-and-D player. That is essentially Quentin Grimes. You got Quentin Grimes with Zach Levine, Brunson, Mitchell Robinson is the defensive player of the year, right? And Julius, that is an upgrade. That is an upgrade. And then coming off the bench, you got RJ coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And you got RJ. Potentially, you could put Quentin Grimes there coming off the bench too. Maybe the Knicks could elevate Cam Reddish to the starting three just to be that defender, to be that guy that comes in for 10 minutes, 15 minutes a game, and then RJ comes in and cleans it up. Maybe we can do that. I just think that makes more sense for what our team is. I think that would complete our team. I really believe that would complete our team. And I think we need to do it because I mean, these games are getting very hard to call. I don't even want to call the games. As you can see, I'm talking about the trade more than calling the game. Like it's to the point now that the Knicks need help. You know what I'm saying? So every night complaining about, oh man, yeah, but if they made their shots, they would have won. If they would have a little bit more crisp on the pass, make the extra pass, or if they would have played a little bit better defense, if they would clear out on the shooters. I mean, that is so ridiculous now to constantly keep talking about that every single night and night out, and then argue about it. Oh, we need to get rid of Julius Randle, this, that, and the other. Even though when Julius Randle has finishes the game with 32 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, he didn't do anything to hurt us tonight. He actually put us on his back a lot. Brunson had a great game. People are putting emphasis on the wrong things. Mitchell Robinson, even though I will always say I do not like the way he plays for 4 reasons, the guy had 10 points and 18 rebounds. What the fuck? He's doing his job. Two blocks. You know what I'm saying? He's doing what he can. Add Zach Levine to the mix. It will make everything that Mitchell Robinson is doing look way better. You know what I'm saying? Because now when Mitchell Robinson can't make that layup or makes a like that stupid athletic play that he shouldn't have did, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because it will be few and far between those little things because we'll have Zach Levine, that extra score that will clean up. It will clean up the offense where those little tiny stupid mistakes won't be so magnified because we can't afford to make those stupid mistakes. You know what I'm trying to say here? So I'll leave it here, man. I'm so glad the Knicks win. I hate losing to Toronto. I hate seeing Siakam's face. Siakam reminds me of somebody, and this irks me to watch him out there. I'm a big fan of Fred VanVleet. I like Gary Trent Jr. I like quite a few players on their team, but I mean, the Toronto Raptors I cannot stand losing to them, man. So we finally beat these guys, man. We are literally on another 4-game winning streak. And I don't want to jinx our club. I don't want to jinx our club, but I'm gonna look ahead. The Bucks. I think we could beat the Bucks. I think we could beat the Bucks. Tom Thibodeau got the cheat code on Giannis, and I think we're playing well enough that we could beat them. But they take advantage of mistakes too. So the Knicks will probably lose against the Bucks. But then the Pacers, the Wizards, the Pistons, and then Raptors again, and then the Wizards again. And then we play the Hawks, and then we play the Raptors. We play the Raptors a lot. Raptors, then we play the Cavaliers. Um, you know, I think the Knicks will be able to win a lot of games leading into February, man. The Celtics and the Nets and the Lakers finish off the year. So I mean, the only real losses that I could see is the Celtics, the Nets, maybe one of the Toronto games we might lose, the Bucks. Other than that, there's a lot of winning in January. So listen, man, our club is the way that it is, but to clean up stuff like this that happens tonight, it will be few and far between. We need to get it out of the guy. And I really think that taking a chance on Zach Levine, I think that's the right move. I think that's the right move to do right now for these guys. I really do. Ooh, 5 years and the knee issues, shaking my head. I don't know. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. But when it comes to making the team better, I don't think that we could stay the way that we are. Get Obi Toppin's not going to do nothing for us. IQ right now, you just watched him. You just watched him. You just watched the point guard not being able to do anything about a full court press. He was intimidated by a press, and he's a point guard. I just can't see it. I can't see how we're gonna get better with this fucking thing here. Yeah, man. I don't want to hear shit about Obi. Excuse me, OG and Obi. Yes, he's the 3 and D that everybody would need, but who are we trading for to get him? Make it make sense to me. Who are we trading to get OG? And if we do trade him or whatever, okay, now that we got him, are we gonna get better? Yeah, of course. Do would I like to get OG? Yes, but everybody keeps saying OG. There's no other explanation. And then if we don't get OG or somebody else trades for him, then they're gonna be, oh man, we should have got OG. Then we gotta hear that shit for the next 3 fucking years, like the Donovan Mitchell. We didn't get Donovan Mitchell, right? So now we're gonna hear about that for the next 2 years. But then if another team trades for OG and then, oh man, the Knicks should have traded for OG. Now we gotta hear that shit for 2 years. This shit is annoying, man. Shit is fucking annoying. I hate being like that. I hate having those conversations. It's annoying. So anyway, I'm out of here. I love my Knicks. I really believe in this club. I really, to tell you the truth, I really believe in Julius and I really believe in Brunson. Julius is after last year, I wanted him off the team. I was calling him all kind of names, calling him all him out of his own name. But I mean, he is playing some really good basketball. He's playing my style of basketball. I love the way that he's playing right now. He cleaned up a lot of his mistakes. Shout out to Brunson. Brunson and him are playing off each other really well. I think these guys are all-star players. I think they need a third guy. You know what I'm saying? RJ would be a fourth option, quote unquote, in this thing. They need to get another guy. I think Zach LaVine, because he's a two guard, he can create his own shot. I think that would make things so much better for the Knicks. And I think I hurt my hand tonight, man. My hand is swollen up. I don't know what happened. My hand is swollen up. I did something to my hand tonight. Yeah. This is the last thing I need, man. What the hell did I do to my hand? My hand is swollen up. So anyway, on that note, shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the police officers out there that do a great job, man. The police officers that pulled me over today, actually did do a good job. Very professional. They you could see that they were stressed. But they could have did something to me today, but they were nice. They helped me for a long time. So I was a little shook a little bit. I can't front, but they took care of business, man. So shout out to those guys. And shout out to everybody out there. Please take care of yourself. The weather's in New York is going to start to go down, the temperature. So start to act accordingly. Take care of yourself out there, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Eru out. Where is my outro? There it goes.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth